nah, facts. Kesha put up a better fight than this bitch made, nigga. Nigga, they could have really made the Buddha nigga the Supreme Commander, and it would have been a better arc to see him go against Kanki. Like,
and
God
not even
damn.
And
Real
not even
talk,
that.
Buddha
Just,
guy
just
might be better than Kochou. Low key.
No, he's
He's
not.
Real shit, my nigga. Kochou's trash.
And not even
Kochou
about like
is
what he did.
trash.
Twilight, even just advancing the story. Like we found out Kanki's weak through Kisa. What was the point of this shit? Like, it just, I don't know.
My nigga. The best thing.
We just know Kanki's angry. We found out on Keisha's arc.
The best thing about this whole fucking chapter in the spoiler was Kanki smacking that nigga and then grabbing him by the fucking head. That was the best thing in this whole chapter. I'm fucking bruh. I'm about to step outside, so it might be a little noisy, but my niggas, this was trash, and I'm not for this.
All right, so I'll say this. The back and forth between Kanki and Kochou is as fucking cryptic as it sounds, and it does sound pretty fucking cryptic. That's better than Kanki just bodying some guy. That's for sure.
No, that was dope.
Like, their little talk was okay, but Kanki stabbing this nigga and then bringing that shit up through his head, like, that was more fire than, we're the same. No, we're not. You're shallow. Nigga, you're shallow too. It's like, what, nigga? What are y'all talking about? Like,
Didn't say we're the same. He said we're different. He's like, yeah, the difference between me and you. That was like, don't fucking compare me with you, nigga. Like, niggas like, you don't like.
But that's what
everybody's trying to compare themselves to Kanki, bro. Kanki just better than all of them.
Bro, but Kochou's dying, literally believing that, like, Kanki will see it eventually, that how similar they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally died and was like, yeah, I knew you, like, I know you would say that, but you'll see. Like, you know, like Kanki, fight him. Like, fight him and tell him. Like, what the fuck? What was this?
Before we get to the death, so obviously it's cryptic and none of us know what the fuck they're really talking about. But it is going to be better once we learn more about Kanki and we get more context as to what they're actually saying. Because it's not as, like, bare bones as you're making it seem to be.
No, it can be a lot more nuanced. My nigga, the summary from what was it? G Swag, J Swag, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't say much, my nigga. Kanki, first of all, how the fuck did Kanki have more men than Kochou?
Yeah, that part was fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie about that.
My nigga, how the fuck did they say, yo, we got 3,000 in both layers of the defense? We got 3,000. Kanki got at least 1,000.
That's how strong Zeno's clan is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But shit, Jocko, you were saying that Zeno and Raito's clans was 10,000 deep, but that's besides the point. How the fuck is it that Kochou only had 100 niggas to protect him, and they all get bodied and off screen?
I don't even care about that as much as I care about Kochou not even, like, once he sees them, he should immediately bring out his sword and try to cut a path through them. You know, like, he didn't start fighting until it was too late, and then he's like, well, I might as well not fight now because it's too late. Like,
I was
what?
about to say, did
that's how strong those guys are. Yeah.
Did Kochou fight at all, my nigga? Because it just seemed like he
didn't.
stood there. It just seemed like he stood there, got surrounded, and then before Kanki and them could kill him, he's like, nah, I'm gonna kill myself, and then talk shit about Raito. Like, nigga, that was so weak.
That was fuck. That was so Kochou like though. It was like a spit on. It kind of, I like because he spat on. Like, okay, bro, you killed Raito. Cool. Like, you just died as well.
I don't even think it was shit talking. I think he was praising Raito right there.
No, I don't think.
Why do you say that?
I
kind of like.
I think it's a little bit of both, but more along the line of shit talking.
I don't even think he was shit talking Raito. I think he was just trying to like take a stab at Kanki.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like not to say that he lost or gained respect for for Raito, but it's like, nigga, I'm letting you know. I
killed your nigga.
Yeah, I'm letting you know to your face, I killed your nigga, and I'm about to go drink with him. Like, it's so weak though how he died, like, my nigga.
Well, hold on, before you say that, him saying he's gonna have a drink with him implies like some sort of respect.
Yeah.
And he himself said
all the
that
same. All the same.
Like, if you do meaningless things, like you get your men killed meaninglessly, then you're scum. But if you accomplish something, then you're a hero. And like he even praised Raido,
Right.
like in the first
No,
that
and
first
that's
part of
why
that torture chapter.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It was more at a shot at Conky, not at Raido.
But where's
Because
the
he
shot?
was like, because
It's not about a shot. It's more like letting them know, like I killed your guy clean.
like the way I read
Just
the
know that.
summary is like he said that shit like you said, he had respect for Raido and what Raido did. He does not respect Conky for sacrificing all of his men to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I think like it was that type of shot. Like, nigga, I respected homie because yeah, homie killed the son, but at least that, you know what I'm saying, that's something a general would do. He'll take advantage of that. You just sacrifice your army. I don't respect that.
For me, that's what he accomplished. That's what he accomplished.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the shot that Kochou was taking. Like he respected Raido for doing what he did, but he doesn't respect Conky for doing what he did.
But why not? Because he accomplished something.
Yeah, but it's the sacrifices. I'm just reading the spoilers. He goes,
It's like he says, "I'ma go drink with Raido while waiting for you." They all go to that. I guess he's not saying I guess hell, but I guess he's not
he
saying
said
that.
Conky's troops surround Kochou, but are confused at his lack of reaction. Kochou says he will for sure die, and then asks Conky how could he sacrifice
I'm
the
gonna
number
for
of
sure
troops he
die.
did. Yeah, like that's so trash.
I think that just hyped to like the Kaki's unit, bro. He saw one exchange and he was like, "Yeah, we're fucked." The levels too big. We're fucked. That's what he thought. Good.
This,
He
I
doesn't
don't.
even have anything to say after that.
It could be that, to be honest. Like he's just like in his head, he did all the calculations. I have 50 ways to win, and all of them I can't because there's just someone stronger than me. I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, it's
Might as
probably
well
more
care.
the fact that he's surrounded.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say,
super strong troops.
bro, his whole HQ got bodied. That's so trash.
Isn't that impressive? Of like the strong Kaki's army is. Twilight, would you give him that? They were like
Say that one
outnumbered
more
like
time.
3-1. They were like outnumbered like 3-1, and they
Were
still
they?
like
Because
ruled those.
in
Yeah,
the spoilers, it said Conky had 200 to Kochou's 1.
yeah.
That's
Of
why I'm
his
so confused.
of his
Like, how the
unique
fuck?
of his unique flanked
Yeah,
around where
right.
he thought Kocho was gonna be. Yeah.
Of his personal army, this nigga had 100 people, and they were all trash.
I guess when you're fleeing, it does benefit you to go with a smaller unit, right? That's what
But
he
I'm
was doing.
saying, shouldn't his small unit be the strongest niggas to protect him?
Yeah,
From
but
this shit, like,
that just shows how strong
Kochou's army has never gotten hyped up to be anything special.
no, but my nigga, you wouldn't think that the elite guard
I kind of caught they
general-
did because they were up north.
What?
I'm assuming fighting the Jean Shu, whatever the fuck guys are. So like they saw some shit. So I assume they'd have like battled with very very strong people throughout their time.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Kochou is portrayed as a strategic guy.
Yeah, but they say he's like in Rihaku's
Bro, yeah, no. Rihaku could never hype up. Haru could never use that motherfucker to hype up anybody ever again. The man that demons feared killed himself. Like, are we serious?
And they showed him like in a battle with like swinging his shit, you know.
Yeah,
So I
like
assumed like he was.
bodying niggas. Like,
Well, yeah, to
apparently that
Rihaku, a 90 strength nigga is a person that demons fear.
I'm just saying, but apparently this was so far in Kocho's youth that it doesn't matter about his old age. Like, I don't fucking know, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of want to hear what Tone has to say, because, my nigga, Kocho's stupid. Like, there was nothing in this that made it smart, so it was stupid. Just like we said
Did you guys serve him, you
5
homie?
months ago.
What?
No, I'm saying, just like we said 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Just
some
like
background noise.
Oh yeah.
Just like I said
Cool.
5 months ago, fucking, Kocho's
Yeah,
stupid.
you still got your background noise, dude.
Mute yourself when you're not talking. Bro. Bro.
Dude's like at a fucking construction plan. Is he at the fucking Conky and Kochou battlefield? Is that where he is?
Look, my nigga.
Sorry, what you say, Toilet?
Look, I was saying, because like I was saying in the chat, in the Discord earlier, I fucking reread this whole arc at work, right? Like, literally, bro, I finished reading 692 right before you had posted that the spoilers were out. So I was like, I bet. I'm about to, I literally just finished the reread. I'm about to see the spoilers. Nigga, I see the spoilers, and I'm like, all right, cool. Conky Conky's doing this thing. I like the new nigga with the Kakashi like mask on. I fucks with he has a cool design. I'm assuming that that's the new family that's like the as strong as Raido. I mean,
Yeah.
that's as strong as Zeno.
Yeah, that's Kaki's family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck, right? I was hyped for all of that, and then you get to the end, and I'm looking. I'm like, wait, is this nigga Kochou surrounded? Like he ain't got nobody? And then I
He got
see
bodied.
yeah, but
What
then I
he
see the
said too is
panel
like, well,
of-
there's no way I'm not dying. Like what?
it's like, yo, my nigga, you like.
Okay, I'm gonna say my 2 cents on after you're done.
Go ahead, because this shit
Okay,
is
it might be
Yo, your
Wait, did he-
fucking mic cut out or something.
me.
I'll say, yeah, you broke
Yeah,
out this time,
you.
Draco.
What's up with you? Now relax. But listen, I was like saying I might be like waking Kanki, but in terms of trying to explain it, it's still trash. I'm disappointed that Kanki didn't fight this dude, and I'm kind of disappointed that it was because me and Jonkins were also, and you as well, Tale, when we saw the initial exchange, and the guy exchange was like, oh, it's gonna be this magnified with Kochou and Kanki. First, we get a couple exchanges, homie kills himself, anticlimactic, as well as the whole ending being anticlimactic. Hopefully, we get like other people like Ruboku or Osin or somebody explaining something. My agendas didn't do much. But then in terms of this chapter, I gotta give credit to Kanki's army because last chapter they said there were 3K, 3 rows of 3K people, and then the only people that attacked was like 1,000 men, but more were coming. So I got to like 1,500, and they were basically able to overwhelm the HQ to the point that Kochou had to flee. And even then, Kochou had 100 strong niggas, and then Kanki.
You cut out again.
What the hell? I think I gotta take off noise suppression. Second. I don't know if it got better, but it should pick it up more. But yeah, what part did I not catch? What was I saying?
Just the very end of it cut out.
Oh yeah, I was saying like the 200 units is the super strong people that I do agree with. Kind of what's his name? Toilet, probably Zero Clan. That guy is probably super strong as well as Kanki himself. I kind of like that a bit because it kind of showed us, hey, people that say what are they gonna do with Raido like being gone? Like they kind of introduced a new face and shit. So that's kind of answers that question. But then that's just, and I do agree with Jarkins as well that I kind of hate the fact, at least again for my agendas, I hate the fact they didn't hype up Kochou's army that much. Like if at all, like, they're 240K stormtroopers.
I
Like,
actually like it, and it has
Showing how
nothing to do with agendas. I just like how it's not like every new army is like the tip of the top, you know?
But no, but this is the problem.
you have to say it had nothing to do with agendas.
Kochou's army should have been one of those armies that was at the tippy top. You know
But
what I'm saying?
like they are in a way, but just because of the actual commanders. Like the Buddha guy is strong as fuck, and then the Sun is strong, and then they have 2 other decent commanders. So like overall, they make a good force. But it's not because it's not really because of Kochou himself is just that big bad guy, or because of like the troops themselves are like super strong.
I was about to say, out of all of his generals, the nigga in the center, you know what I'm saying? Say what you want, my nigga. He bodied Rengoku and Kokuo this entire war. Like no,
like triple their numbers, and they was taking these orders.
I know. That's the only thing I can give them. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play devil's advocate at this point because it's over, my nigga. Like
you guess that's pros. Yeah, you're like I can't get these niggas nothing. Like what? They do shit.
Nigga, I had so high, like again, I rewatched the shit from 5 months ago, my nigga, and everything that niggas was saying came true. Kochou came down here and got his ass killed for no reason. He could have just sent his niggas. He could have just sent the army, and he did not have to be here. And Kanki's whole plan would have been ruined if that happened. But no, he came down here to literally sit at the HQ.
It does make sense for a commander to come with his units because the whole thing what Jonkins was saying, like just in case, like to counter something Kanki does. But then he got dealt with so swiftly they didn't even have a chance to counter her.
Yeah, that didn't come into fruition. But also remember that you guys thought there would be more of a just something that he has to pay for. Like Osen is gonna blast through the center, or your Tom was gonna blast through. Like they didn't have that. He didn't have that much time. Like him coming there was like a leisurely decision. Like it wasn't like much backfired to it, other than of course him being a target.
That is very true, Jonkins, because that's what some of the points they were making. And then we find out a few chapters later that Kochou thought about all of that shit. Like, yeah, they're not
Like
moving.
I said,
Like, it's fine.
I'm gonna say, I literally, like I said, I literally just rewatched that video, and in that video, I said, if Osen deems it the right move, he will make that move. But my nigga, I thought Kocho would have done something. Like think about it like this, right?
Just how he just got shit on
Like
so
Kocho,
cleanly, bro. Levels.
like Kocho came down here, and y'all said, you know, what I'm saying he came down here to adjust to
Eradicate the
whatever Khan
army.
did,
Yeah.
right? But this is the thing: everything that happened to his army, nigga, he didn't do. Like the Buddha nigga got killed, and nigga, one of his aides, like Kocho was only gonna send 3,000. One of his aides was like, nah, I'm gonna send 5. So nigga, one of his aides could have done that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like Raito killed the son. I mean, Raito killed the father, and what he tortured Raito. That's cool. But then the older son took over, and it's like, my nigga, I don't think he really needed Kocho to tell him take over his father's army. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing that Kocho did that only Kocho could have done. Nothing. Like, that nigga really came down here, took the bait, and got. No, he didn't even get killed. He killed himself, and that's. Oh my god, that's so bad.
No, he didn't even get killed. He killed himself. That sounds so
No,
bad.
no, that's so bad, bro.
So he didn't even. I don't know. I kind of like this whole
Yeah,
arc to me. Conky just seemed like he was angrier or something. Like his whole face, he had like this fucking like even before like he would have like some charismatic look to him or like his whole arc. He just seemed like pissed, and I just want to see what comes from that. Maybe we would see it in the future. Maybe he's on a mission for something. But maybe that's what I figured out.
the only thing that I do want to see is like how Conky's men feel afterwards. You know
That's
what I'm
what I
saying?
was.
Like
That's what I. Yeah. What
like
I
when
was
Kocho was
saying.
like, my nigga, like you sacrificed all your men, and he said, so what? Like so what?
Yeah,
So
but like
I want to see the reactions from a Kokuo, from a Rengoku, from a Maron. Like my nigga, what do you mean? So what? Like we fought and died for you, and you don't even give a fuck.
he gives a
Like
fuck
just
about the main niggas. So he
man.
flinched when Rado died.
What I was just about to ask that. Like, did he not know Raito got
Yeah,
captured?
he didn't know.
Yeah, apparently you didn't.
That, okay, so I mean, yeah, he was probably hiding for so long that he never got that info. But
No, it does.
yeah, this is,
It is weird that he did it because it kind of made it seem like whatever he told Rito kind of had to do was like he kind of anticipated Rito being with him at that HQ. I thought. You know, between
Before we keep going, new guy, what's up?
new
You got
guy.
anything to say?
Come on.
Cause honestly,
No.
yeah, go ahead.
Man, I'm crying.
Are you lagging? Like, what's up?
somebody unmute Re-Slap. He's trying to talk now.
Are you
There's no
good?
reason I had background noise, but overall, this arc was okay. It was more like Kochou got outmatched completely. Like, it wasn't even fair. It was more like, how do I say it? It was more like Kanki was just basically mind fucking him on both psychological level and on like a physical level. Because he has 3 capable combatants, Shin, Zeno, and Kanki, and he's not beating them. So I'm like, what was the point of all this? You got captured, you killed yourself, and at the end of the day, you didn't really do anything aside from trimming Kanki's numbers. So it's more like, how should I say, Hara built up Kochou for no reason.
Yeah, though what I will say is that this strategy in itself, like there's certain things in Kingdom where you don't really know why it's impressive. You just scale it based off like people fighting equally, like Osen and Riboku. Like we don't actually see the maneuvers. We just assume what we assume because of the portrayal. Like this isn't one of those feats to where it's reliant on Kocho being impressive to tell how impressive Kanki's feat is. That's what I will say is the saving grace. I mean, for people that think Kanki's feat was underwhelming, it's not going to matter to them. But for me, that I found it impressive, it doesn't really matter that Kocho was, you know, not super impressive. It doesn't change much for me. I just wanted to get more in their dynamic, which we kind of did, but I wanted a bit more. But yeah, like, all in all, like, Kocho, he is kind of just a fucking meme at this point. All I wanted at this point was just for him to like give more characterization to Buddha Man, because Buddha Man's the true top tier of their army, and he didn't even really do that. We didn't even really get any of his backstory, which I'm hoping we get later, but I don't know.
Kochou's no bias.
You cut out again.
Junkins.
Yeah.
What's up?
Cool. Just from reading the scans. The Korean spoilers.
Alright, hold on. I gotta say this. I did not expect a dude named Kitsune Sama to have the most African voice I've ever fucking heard. Oh my god. What's up?
But I'm African.
Yeah, well, I know that now, yeah. I know that now.
I'm about to puke, bro. I'm about to puke. Oh my god. Y'all niggas are too funny.
But yeah, say that again. What were you saying to me?
Kochou is so dumb.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, y'all might have a point. He might be fucking dumb. I don't know.
I call this shit.
No, he's not dumb. He's not dumb. He's not dumb. Kaki's just better, bro, and we can explain that. Like he's not like
No, it can be both. Conky is better and Kochou's fucking stupid. It can be both, my nigga, because he did nothing and got himself, like, again, he didn't even get himself killed. He killed himself because he's a bitch. That's terrible. You're a great fucking general. Guardian deity of Zhao. Fucking, yeah, right? Guardian deity of Kantan. Demons fear you. Nigga, you couldn't fight back?
I don't know, man. It's kind of gangster. He's like, I'm not even going to give y'all the satisfaction of killing me. Y'all some bitches.
How you gonna leave that with 100 riders?
If that's how you want to flip it, my nigga, then yeah, as a Kochou fan, nigga, that's the only way you can flip it. He was so real, he killed himself.
he committed
I'm gonna look at it like this, my nigga. You were so bitch made, you ain't want to get that Saki clan treatment that you gave Rhino. That's what it was.
Yeah, and that makes the whole Rhino statement worse. Like, yeah, I killed your nigga and tortured him, but y'all can't do it to me. Like, fuck out of it. Yeah, this is the one chapter I agree with Twale, man.
Like, he brings up Rhino, he's like, wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though, and he just stabs himself.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this nigga here, like, I'm sorry, but this is a trash arc of Kingdom.
I'm down to do like a review of the arc thing. Like, we gotta like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know when the arc's over, but like, just get all the thoughts in one place. But we talked about it.
Yeah, we'll wait for it. We'll wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
I figure we got like 2 more chapters of this shit. Like, we got 1 more chapter to let the Zhao niggas retreat, and then we got a chapter or 2 of them like praising Conky all around the world.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Cause
maybe
the portrayal,
maybe a reward ceremony. I don't know how that would happen now, because like the whole point of the Quinn 6 coming back was the speed. So like, will they take 3 months just to call these niggas back to give them a reward, or will they just do that shit on the?
Imagine we get an around the world chapter just for the reactions to be, yo, Shin gave Conky a golden opportunity. He's that guy.
Oh my, yo, bro, if that happens, I'm gonna need you to never once argue that shit. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was kind of like solidified last chapter, but
yeah, I wasn't arguing it. You guys keep misunderstanding what I'm arguing. I feel like we talked about this for at least 10 hours in terms of stream time. I never said Shin wasn't important. I'm just saying Kaki was a lot. And like shit like that happens for general. He's a chess piece. He's a bigger one of the bigger chess pieces.
Like, Shin was the biggest piece. That's like,
yeah. No, Kaki in terms of he's a king. But listen, if it's 240k versus 80k, you need people to step up, and Shin's the king of stepping up, you know? So give him that. But Kaki did think about this specific plan to get Kochou before even the battle started.
And now in
thinking ahead, like,
that's what I'm saying. But in hindsight, Kochou's army is so fucking trash. Did Kaki really need to sacrifice his men? Because they're fucking ass, my nigga.
Are you saying that like what Jockus keeps saying, like they could have just beat him anyway? If Osin had no attacks?
Bro, I've been saying this, my nigga.
And I agree with you. And I agree with you. And yeah.
The Kantan armies might be better than Kochou's army.
Like, all they needed was Shin, my nigga. They would have beat head up. Like, this army is not good.
No, I agree with you. I just think that when the whole around the world chapter, like they're gonna like if horror is gonna double down on like the impressiveness of it, in my opinion, and they might even just mention like a whole like he saved us X amount of months and resources and shit, you know, and like stuff like that. Or they could go the other way around and say like what you're saying, like yeah, Kaki killed him, but like at what cost? We this is a risky play, and the same way to kind of setting it up with what Osen was saying. But yeah, I think this feat to me, I'm not gonna say agenda again, but for me, it's more about the portrayal that it might be given to Kanki in terms of build up for when he faces Ruboku than it is the actual feat itself. The feat itself could be debated. I think it's really good, but obviously I think
Yeah,
it's disagree.
not even really good.
I'm telling you, it's a S plus feat, S tier feat, but that's neither here for there. But like Kaki's Locust, but like in a mini arc version. But then I think the thing that's gonna drive Kaki forward in the eyes of China is gonna be how what niggas say about him. It is gonna be a coming to age of moment for Kaki. And niggas, oh, that dude is that nigga like around the world. Like everybody's gonna be saying that, in my opinion.
Well, they're already all talking about Osen and Mobu, so I guess there should be a third person to talk about.
Yeah,
They should
exactly.
recognize the third best.
I mean, him being third best can still be that first tier in your list, you know. So who cares to me? I'm good on that. Your list is disrespectful. Oh my god. I don't know why you
Whatever,
brought it
nigga.
up. I don't know why you brought it up. That list is trash.
I still don't like Kanki's play, but now it doesn't even matter because Kochou was so fucking trash.
I mean, Conky's like what Jockey said is true. Like that play, like most niggas not checking that. So
Yes, because most people are not thinking that you're going to sacrifice half your army, more than half your army.
and that's
No
the
one
whole
thinks that.
said. The reason that Conky takes those risks is the reason why he wins the way he wins. Because there is some genius and unexpected, you know.
Yeah, but you also don't have to completely read the plan to be like, well, if I just have my HQ guarded by 10,000 people, then there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, but then let's say I'm not sure. I have like a knife at your throat. Am I still gonna have HQ guarded by 10k people? But why? But why wouldn't he though? Because yes, man, I would have said like
Honestly, I think Kochou actually being smart might have been more to his detriment, because I think a stupider person wouldn't have taken into account all the things that Kaki could have possibly done. Because like Kochou like calculated so much that he's like, all right, he has no options left. There's no way he could send people to my HQ, and in a way, his own like smartness worked against him. Like I think a dumber person would have been like, well, just in case, I don't know what he could do, so just in case, I'm get 10,000 people in my HQ.
that's true, and that's kind of like, and that's kind of like backed up by like, in my opinion, not even backed up, but like the whole thing, because that's the same thing Osen did. He was thinking about every possible plan, and like 10 years later, this shit. Yeah, so we'd probably done this. Like that's why, like, I do agree with you. Like being smarter makes you take more into account, and then might make you go to the the actual conclusion later, just because you think how asinine it is.
I don't remember who said this last year, but the fact that Kochou didn't have at least 10K or fucking 50K out of the 240 at his HQ is fucking bad.
Yeah, that's gotta.
Like, bro, where did all of these people go? Like, seriously, where did they go?
Stormtroopers, man. Stormtroopers running somewhere.
They're all trying to find Conky.
Bro, that
Haven't they read Senyu? You can't fight this nigga. Like, well, if he's not trying to be found, find
this is
him.
not a good Arc of Kingdom for me.
I think it's a good arc. Like at least for me, it's like an 8.5 out of 10 for me. It's not a bad arc at all.
Yeah, in terms of mini arcs, it's still up there for me.
It's a bad arc. It's a bad arc. It's a terrible arc. You can't tell me that he did not have no elites at his HQ. Like what? You telling me Gaku Haku had elites facing off High Hill, and then Kochou had nothing except for them bum ass advisors?
He did have elites. They got shit on my Kaki's elites. Like,
Bro, they literally vomited in the tent when they heard Kaki was coming. I can't. That's stupid, bro. If you're hearing someone's coming to you and you have no elites around you, like what are you doing for real?
Time out.
Yeah, maybe Gakuaku's elites are just the only elites in the entire Kochou army.
Then that makes no sense. You telling me Gaku Haku of all people has elites in such a advantaged terrain? That is bullshit to the max.
I mean, Kaki
that's his own personal soldiers. Like he's not gonna delegate them to Kochou, especially when they think he doesn't need them.
I'm saying Kochou doesn't have no elites on par with Gaku Haku or something like that.
I don't think so.
I think why? Like, how many elites does Gakuhaku have?
Well, he has like a small group of those spear guys, and that's all we really know.
But didn't they just say these are like 100 hand-picked elites from Kochou? So isn't those his elites?
Did they say that? I don't even remember, but it could be elite for his standards.
Yeah, he said Kochou currently has 100 personally selected troops.
That doesn't mean they're like some Eiko army type dudes.
Yeah, I still think they're like. I assume they're his elites, though.
Regardless, I'm just saying, like, there hasn't been any special portrayal for any of his troops, other than those like that small group of people for a Buddha guy. So I don't think he has any, like, this could be like his version of the elites, but they're not anything special.
Yeah, true, but even like I have to reread the Buddha arc shit because I don't remember those guys being hyped up either. So.
Nah, they did get a pretty good amount of hype.
Yeah,
even Garo was struggling with them. But yeah, I still don't understand. I mean, we can get to this with like the actual review later, but I still don't understand why this chapter by itself would like ruin everything else, unless you think Kanki's plan is trash on top of that. Because Kochou, like, no one really cares about Kochou that much, regardless, you know.
I don't know. I just have do you have the pub Jenkins? The chapter thing?
The spoilers or the summary?
The panels. Because it was interesting. A couple panels I saw was like Kaki standing in the middle of the scrum, and then that one dude Kakashi had like 4 dots, and he's expecting something, and he seems like he gets like blitzed by one of Koshou's guys. Like it's like page 31. I don't know what the page numbers are, but it's like maybe like the 3rd page of the chapter, 3rd or 4th page of the chapter. Like, what do you think he said? What the is that?
Basically, like that guy tried to do a flank and try to catch Kanki off guard.
Yeah,
that was like a Hail Mary attempt from him, and dude was like, I guess, like the reason he's like not really freaking out, but freaking out is because it's kind of like the Marco and Whitebeard thing. Like he's not worried about Kanki, but he's like, I can't let him get to the king like that. It's disgraceful. You know what I mean? Are you lagging out?
Am I lagging out? I'm not lagging out.
Well, I didn't hear your response to that. It seemed like you were trying to respond, but you couldn't.
Hello? Maybe you were. Hello? Am I lagging?
It seems you're good now.
Okay. But I was like saying maybe like he kind of sensed something like that. Maybe he's an instinctual guy. Who knows? We'll see.
You might have heard something. I don't know.
Yeah, like I just surprised that like he was like behind him, so like he heard something, then he got that little thing. He definitely heard the hoof mark. Maybe he's the clan that specializes in super good hearing or something. We'll see. I just think that was weird to like point hard, like have him have a dot.
Yeah. Let's get some more thoughts from the new guys. Kitsune, you there? You there? I guess not. He muted himself right after.
Kaki smacking that dude back with the white eyes. I don't know if I like that, but I don't know if it's just the white eyes or just like hard just doing that.
Yeah, well, the fact that it's a smallish panel, like Kanki's face isn't that big. Yeah, I think it makes it so it doesn't really matter. Like like if he wants to highlight the white eyes, he usually does that in like big panels, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe Kanki's like, you dare to fucking attack me or some shit like that.
He knocked it, like I like how hard that like he drew the whole rotation of the sword going like it goes forward and then he throws it back. That's funny. Like he almost stabbed his own horse with it. He got knocked back so fast.
Draco's gonna be messaging Hara on Twitter and be like, yo, let's get the stats for this guy. I wanna know how strong he was.
That's what I wanted. Like, I kind of maybe Kochou being so weak. Like, I don't know, 90 strength doesn't even do much for Kaki. So who knows? But Kaki's just so gruesome. Like, his whole face's arc has been like, he just like has a permanent scowl on his face, dude.
Kitsune, you are not muted. You are not muted.
These just have me dead, man. Like.
What?
Reslat at the beginning with the whole like construction in the background, and then this guy comes in with the most. I think-
Never expect that from a dude named Kitsune-sama.
yeah.
But yeah. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh
Kaki
yeah,
didn't look
about
offended in-
Conky fucking the guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he is brutal as usual, but I do think like the cool part about this is just the way he was like looking at him, like he treated him like trash, and maybe Kochou saw him, and like Kochou thinks he's like somewhat strong, so he's like, damn, the fact that he fodderized this guy like that, and I have to face Conky on top of all these elites, like I'm fucked.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I feel like he just saw the exchange between his elites, and then they're like, "Yeah, we can get picked."
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, you're like no shot. Might as well just fucking.
Might as well die.
You look at his one panel here. I'm post it. Hopefully they cut this dude's arms off before he kills himself. Cause I want him tortured. They're all around him. How did they get around him like that? They bodied his elites. They destroyed him.
Pretty much, yeah. And something
Conky's
about like,
most-
go ahead.
Yo.
No, you go. But no, I was gonna say is like,
I'm
Conky-
saying, I was gonna say, Conky's most definitely gonna stop him from killing himself. Ain't no way he just say that, and then Conky's not gonna do anything. I swear. After he said that, it was more like I feel like Haru's gonna be like, he's gonna tell his men be like, stop him, or he himself is gonna knock the sword away and be like, I got something for you. I got that eyeball special for you, and just from there we go on. Maybe capture some men, fuck over Zao, and build a little bit more. And then from there, we just go get the cities.
man, the absolute cherry on top of the shit stain would be fucking Kochou's army just giving up because Kochou died. Like that would just make it so much worse. That's like if people want to discredit Conky's win, that's like the cherry on top. Like wow, they just gave up. They still have the numbers advantage. They just gave up.
I don't think they would because they didn't even give up when
Lag
Buddha guy
again.
died. When Buddha guy died, they didn't give up at all.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Like,
what you got to say?
at the end of the summary, it wasn't indicated that Kochou actually died.
Oh.
So, do you think next chapter the Rihaku general comes, or maybe even Riboku to save him? Because if he had to kill,
See, I would have thought if Riboku was gonna come, then you would have came this chapter. I don't know if it's like right as Kochou dies, then Riboku comes. But I mean, it's not impossible. But like as the chapters go on, I keep thinking less and less that he's gonna come.
It would be
more
worse
like
if he
Anton would
comes.
fall. Hold on.
Because if he comes, Kaki dead. Well, Kaki's getting fucking killed. We don't want that.
I think he's coming when Kanton actually falls. It's gonna be like Kakai's fat ass is gonna be like, "Yo, bring that nigga back. We need him for real." And then you have that bitch ass King. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He just like he's just there to be there. To be honest, like what is his purpose?
he's
At
pretty
this
much
point-
that guy's puppet. That guy's puppet.
No, I'm talking about the King. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
the king is that guy's puppet.
okay. Oh, I didn't hear you. My fault.
Well,
But
like I don't even want Riboku to show up at this point. I just want him to show up after in the next war. But man, like I hope there's something more to this. You know, like y'all said, like he stops Kochou from killing himself, and then something else happens because of that. Maybe Kochou actually goes out in a blaze of glory. I don't know. But what I was gonna say is like it's so underwhelming that Kochou, even when he saw Conky coming to him, he had this like straight face as if like it's not phasing him. And you would hope like that means something in terms of he has a way to fight back or he has a plan, but it didn't. Like he just kept a straight face all the way until he's about to kill himself. Even as he's like preparing to kill himself, and it's like, wow, that truly did not mean shit. Like you gave off this impression that you're that guy, and just going out like a bitch.
It was so disappointing when he was like, we could take on Toe and shit like that. It would be all right. And then this fucking arc, he's like, fight back, bro. Fight back. What are you doing? You you were stated to be. I'm not gonna say that. You said that you could fight face against Toe. Show that against Conky, man. He about to turn you to fish fillet, bro. What are you doing?
To be
He's not
fair,
gonna let you.
he had a whole ass city versus Toe, and he had some Suju.
Yeah.
So once my man Aiko came through, he knew it was time to dip.
You're always trusting Akko, man.
Facts.
Always trusting him.
But yeah, I mean, Kochou in general, obviously very disappointing. There was like some tidbits here and there which like you can assume intelligence from, but overall, obviously he should have done a lot more. But I don't really care that much other than him not getting his backstory, because I mainly just care about the Buddha man and then Conky's feet. I still like Conky's feet regardless of this. You know, that's whatever. But that's why I still rate the arc.
I don't think Conky's feet could be like downplayed, but at the same time, it's more like Coach is letting get free dub. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like Hard built him up, but not well enough that made it look credible to other people. Like, yeah, Conky did all that, but at the same time, Kocho didn't really do anything strategic wise. Like he just sat there and just let his generals do his thing.
Yeah. Though what I will say is that, again, this goes back from the discussion of the feet. I don't think Kocho's an idiot for falling for this. And like if you were to assume that like this isn't necessarily Kocho being bad, it's just Conky being that good. And then on top of that, like Conky's feet, like I said, it's the type that you can actually look at what happened and deduce for yourself how impressive you think it is. Like just based off that, I think it's okay. Like I don't think Kocho he makes or breaks the feat, and like I think it's a very simplistic way of viewing things. If you're like Kocho needs to be impressive for the feat to be hype, I don't believe it in that at all. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just saying in general because I feel like a lot of people have that opinion probably.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I saw a person on Reddit. They're like, I forgot what it specifically was, but then they were like, Daku Haku was more like he should have been the general instead of Kocho if this was gonna happen. You know, like fighting against Shin,
Yeah.
decimate the Gokuho. Like at this point, just make Daku Haku the real great general and have Kocho be some bum.
Yo, Gaku Haku was always better than Kocho, but he just sweared loyalty like Zoro and Luffy, you know?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, Daku Haku was one of my favorites. Like he was spitting to Shin. Shin was like, you played yourself when he died, and then I'm not gonna lie, the little talk had me so interested. It was like, I hope, like, what's going on? I think Twilight or something like that before, but I actually hope he survived. And then he saw downfalls out and be like, I guess you were right, Shinner, all along, or something like that. I'm not really sure. That's kind of corny.
Yeah, well, that's why I said that. Like, I didn't care about Kocho that much. The main reason why I was excited for him is because whatever we learned about him was gonna recontextualize Gaku Haku's character and like add more to it. So I was basically like, Kocho, like, let's get some more from you to add more to Gaku Haku because Buddha Man the GOAT. But I mean, we got a little bit, like some like very vague cryptic shit that it's like hard to decipher. It's like a little bit, and I don't know if we're gonna get any more. That's the sad part.
Yeah. I think we're going to get some more when the general in the middle, I forgot his name, is going to get captured or something like that. And then they talk shit, and then he's going to be like, no, you're wrong, da da da. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's possible. Or from the sun, because he might actually be like a big character.
Nah, the sun getting packed up. As soon as Conky catches him, he's getting packed up.
Nah, bro, there ain't no catching him. He's gonna back up and he's gonna like help Boku or something.
Nah, he gonna be like, that's him right there? Yo. New boys, get him right there. He right there. Bring him to the tent. Saki boys, do your thing. And there you go.
Kanki's gonna like, he's not gonna care about the sun, but he's gonna be like, how did he beat Raido? And it's like, he one-shot him. It's like, oh, nah, we gotta get him for that. You can't embarrass him like that.
Just a disgrace.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna end it here. I was actually recording this. I don't know if y'all knew, but
Alright.
yeah, we went on for like good 45 minutes. Quick little discussion for the spoilers. But
cool.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Twale, he's like at a fucking Subway or something. Draco left, so I think we'll save the rest of the discussion for the actual chapter release, which, you know, since the sun scans, it might come out in a week or something. Who knows? But yeah,
I think they usually get the Japanese skins on Wednesday, so it's gonna be like Saturday or Sunday.
yep. You would expect that it means Wednesday or Thursday, but nope, they take like a whole ass 4 days.
I mean, they lost like I forgot a typesetter or something.
Is the typesetter the guy that just like puts the dialogue in the boxes?
I think so.
So
And
they
I think
lost the
like,
easiest fucking
the
role
admin.
that you can do in like 10 minutes.
And I think they lost one of their admin. It was like a guy who was in the position for like I don't know 5 years or something. So they're like,
I'm pretty
they
sure that
looking
guy,
for-
all he does is like read over and gives the okay. I
Yeah,
swear.
I think that.
So they
I
lost
don't
the
know,
most
man.
irrelevant positions, but you know what? It's whatever. They'll get it out when they get it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'll end it with that.